Giagwich Shana Sanamdum. I wanted to talk to you today about a book I just finished reading this morning called A New Ireland, How Europe's Most Conservative Country Became Its Most Liberal. Everybody's really curious about this. I mean, we all pretty much know, but it was great to have it all in one place right here. And it's by Niall O'Dowd. He's, if you're not familiar with him, he came in the early 80s, I think, as a laborer, and he ended up starting the Irish Voice newspaper and Irish America magazine. He became very popular and influential. And I like him best for his efforts to secure the Irish peace process, behind the scenes stuff that I was around back then, and I'm very appreciative for those things. And this book, in its good writing style, he makes you feel like when the Pope's talking, you feel like you're in the field in Galway listening to him. It's very vivid, very, very well written. When Declan Flynn is murdered in Fairview Park for being a homosexual, it's very, real good writing style. And he basically talks about how the church lost its moral authority in Ireland. And it seems rather quickly, but this book goes through a step-by-step. And I'll just mention a couple highlights, like the Pope's visit in '79 is considered the peak of Catholicism in Ireland. And 1 million people came to see the Pope in Phoenix Park. 2.7 million saw him around when he did his stops around Ireland. 90% of the people used to attend Mass back then. Now it's like 30% or something, and probably less than that. And also on the Pope's visit, 2 Irishmen were chosen to travel with him, Bishop Casey and Father Cleary. And they were hugely popular, influential Irish figures in 1979 and around the time. And they both turned out to be bad ones. The worst ever was this guy, Brendan Smith. And of course, it was the cover-up that was the horrible part of the whole thing as well. McQuaid is talked a lot about, if you know about John McQuaid, the Primate of Ireland, who basically guided Dev's hand on the Constitution to give a lot of power to the Catholic Church authority. And then it starts out with Father Flanagan's Boys Town. Father Flanagan went back to Ireland in the 40s and said that the orphanages were like concentration camps. And that was one of the first cracks in the wall. But the wall broke in 1992, I think it was, when it came out that Bishop Casey had a son. And then they found out a lot of other things about him and others. And also that's the year that Mary Robinson became elected president. And she did a lot to modernize Ireland as well. And just the idea of Ireland going from the most conservative to the most liberal in Europe is just fascinating. And things like that can happen, and even today. And that's why when the naysayers say, oh, we won't get a united Ireland, never happened, or not in 100 years or something like that. Don't let the naysayers get you down. Things can happen quickly once the ball gets rolling. So history's not written yet, but this is a good chunk of it. Karamagad.